Right, breaking news coming in. Given that the Baba is still at large, the police have now also issued a lookout circular against Baba Chaitanyananda to prevent him from fleeing abroad. The accused Baba in the Delhi ashram molestation case had filed an anticipatory bail plea in a Delhi court but later withdrew it himself. Now, the Delhi police has recorded the statements of 3 female wardens from the institute and questioned them as the accused as well. This is also to do with the fact that there was an entire racket being run, as has been alleged by girls in the ashram. They said that there were women also involved who were part of this entire sexual harassment scandal that had been taking place. They would act at the behest of this Baba, who is currently still at large. But remember, as we informed you, that he has already filed an anticipatory bail plea in the Delhi court. He later withdrew it. This was with regards to his previous criminal history in the other years. And in the latest, what we can tell you is that the Delhi police have in fact recorded the statements of 3 female wardens from this institute. Anshul joins us with more details. Anshul, if you could tell us more about this lookout circular, what is the police fearing now?
Well, at the time of the incident, in fact, at the time of the FIR, when the FIR was registered by the Delhi police, they said Baba Swami Chaitanyanand was in fact not out here in the country. He was in London, and post that he came back to our country on the 4th of August. And since then, the Delhi police has been trying to find his last known location. In the investigation, it has come out that Baba was constantly trying to change his location, trying to evade the police, and finally he has been able to abscond from the grasp of the Delhi police at this point. But if you look at the background of how the said person was actually operating over here, the first case of molestation that was registered against him was registered all the way back in 2009. And in that case, he was arrested and then was let out on bail after a few days of judicial custody that was granted to him by the court. Now, after this case was initially filed, this new case was filed on the 4th or 5th of August. Baba Swami Chaitanyanand in fact went ahead and filed an anticipatory bail plea in front of the courts as well. But after the Delhi police built pressure and after the Delhi police objected to this petition was finally taken back by the Baba, and since then he has been absconding. What is even shocking to note that the names of the girls that have come up who have allegedly been molested, the phones of these girls were recovered by the police and were checked. And in these phones, the entire chat that was done between them and Swami Chaitanyanand was in fact deleted. And the girls have said that it was the 3 wardens who were very close to Swami Chaitanyanand were involved in building pressure on them and then deleting those chats from their WhatsApp numbers. It is also very, very shocking and pertinent to note that 3 wardens who are said to be very close to Swami Chaitanyanand actually force these girl students to somewhere or the other go ahead and abide by the demands of Swami Chaitanyanand and follow it to the fullest. And this is the manner in which this entire racket was actually operating. In fact, Swami Chaitanyanand in his messages also blackmails these female students that if at all they do not listen to his demands or do not fulfill his demands, then they would get bad scores in their exams, due to which these weaker women students who come from the weaker sections of the society were left with no option but to abide by the demands that have been given to them by the Baba Swami Chaitanyanand. And so definitely there are a lot of layers that are still being investigated, but the main accused in this case is still absconding. The 3 wardens have recorded their statements in this entire matter, and hence now a lookout circular has also been issued against Swami Chaitanyanand, so that if at all there is any information that is received per se in any, for that matter, in any of the railway stations or...
But Anshul, what are you learning from your sources, given his criminal past as well? The fact that his car has fake embassy plates is clearly putting this man across as a very fraudulent personality. If you could share with us this brief about his criminal history.
Well, definitely his criminal history is something that is still being looked into. The first case that was of molestation that was registered against him was registered back in the year 2009. Then in the year 2016, another case of forgery was also registered against him out here in the national capital itself. And post that, there are three new cases that have been registered against him by the Delhi police now in the year 2025. These cases, the first case is of molestation of women. The second case is of forgery that has been registered in context of the vehicle that has been a Volvo vehicle that has been recovered from the basement of the institute, because there were number plates that showed a UN number, but that was also absolutely forged. There was no number that had been issued by the United Nations to Swami Chaitanyanan, and in fact that was also forged as well. Another third FIR that has been registered this year itself is of forgery. This case of forgery has been registered by the mutt in which the Baba was working, and they claim that the credentials that were given to them.
Right.
The credentials that were given to them, and how Swami Chaitanya was actually trying to influence them, was absolutely not in their knowledge, and that is the reason why they employed him over here at this institute to look after the institute. But after the case, all the relations have been severed. It remains to be seen how quickly can the Delhi police now find the last known location of the said accused and then bring him to the books.
Many thanks to you, Anshul. The question still remains that why was the ashram even allowing him to operate despite this criminal background? Many thanks.